Christmas season is upon us, and usually we have a new season of Cobra Kai to look forward to, but since there's no announcement for Season 6 yet, we just have to sit it out and wait. Because of this, fans as well as the cast have been exchanging ideas on what could happen in the future. For today's episode, we'll be talking about Ralph Macchio's Miyagi idea, which might be better than a Karate Kid reboot. So keep watching for more. A Mr. Miyagi prequel that develops from the hugely successful Cobra Kai could make much more sense than the previously announced Karate Kid film. An unrelated Karate Kid film is in production, but a Mr. Miyagi prequel that builds on the first movies and Cobra Kai would be far superior to yet another reboot. On June 7th, 2024, The Karate Kid, which was released more than 12 years ago and reinvented the events of the first movie with new characters, will have its big screen debut. It's unclear what plot this potential relaunch will follow, because the new Karate Kid movie won't share any connections with either the 2010 version or Cobra Kai. Ralph Macchio, who played Daniel LaRusso in the first 3 Karate Kid movies and reprises the role in Cobra Kai, had already proposed a Mr. Miyagi prequel during an interview with Screen Rant before the new Karate Kid movie had ever been revealed. A Mr. Miyagi prequel, whether it be a TV show or a full-length movie, sounds much more intriguing than a brand new Karate Kid picture. Cobra Kai has demonstrated the depth of the Karate Kid canon, and while fresh interpretations and ideas are always welcome, abandoning the Miyagi-verse entirely in favor of a film reboot does not seem like the smartest course of action, given the popularity of Cobra Kai. And yes, we just have to say it, the new Karate Kid movie from Sony just doesn't make sense. Despite the studio's decision to concentrate on the Karate Kid in the wake of Cobra Kai's popularity, doing so entirely misses the point of this Karate Kid revival. Cobra Kai's ability to blend a sense of familiarity with something fresh in a program where both the returning Karate Kid names and the original characters get their moments in the spotlight is what makes it so popular. Cobra Kai works for longtime Karate Kid fans as well as those who were simply looking for a new adventure show. It is the legacy sequel that major blockbusters like Jurassic World and Star Wars: The Force Awakens struggled to be. Both of those benefits would not be present in a brand new Karate Kid film with a brand new plot. Before and after The Karate Kid, similar stories about an unexpected hero gaining strength from a recalcitrant instructor were recounted, and it is not the reason why the franchise is still so popular today. The Karate Kid differs from other films of a similar genre thanks to characters like Daniel LaRusso, Mr. Miyagi, and Johnny Lawrence, while Cobra Kai became a must-watch due to the appearances of Ralph Macchio and William Zabka again. It makes no sense for Karate Kid's return to the big screen to ignore Cobra Kai after 5 spectacular seasons. Plus, what the Karate Kid franchise needs right now is a Mr. Miyagi movie. Although one would contend that the Cobra Kai universe is sufficiently expansive to exclude the need for a spin-off, a Mr. Miyagi prologue might help to organically advance the story. There was a lot of information about Miyagi's past in both The Karate Kid and The Karate Kid Part 2, but there is still a significant amount of Daniel's master's history that might be explored in a film. The nostalgia that Cobra Kai has sparked may be satisfied by a Mr. Miyagi prequel, while also being a more somber cinematic tale. And you know what else? A Mr. Miyagi movie would benefit Cobra Kai even more. Taking advantage of Cobra Kai's success is difficult, given how in-depth the show has been about its key characters. After Season 5, Cobra Kai revisited each of the 3 Karate Kid films directed by Daniel LaRusso, leaving little possibility for further spin-offs. The Cobra Kai series is currently nearing the conclusion of the adventures of its original protagonists, such as Miguel and Sam, rather than preparing for prospective spin-offs starring the new karate youngsters. Cobra Kai should be continued to maintain the Karate Kid universe, although it wouldn't be shocking if Season 6 ended up being the final one. On the other hand, a Mr. Miyagi prequel may serve as both a continuation of the Karate Kid films and a reference to Cobra Kai. Apart from a brief scene in which the sensei enters his new dojo, Cobra Kai hasn't included any original Mr. Miyagi flashbacks. Yet, Pat Morita's character is frequently mentioned and Miyagi's presence is constantly felt. Additionally, Cobra Cobra Kai has provided the extra backstory for several Karate Kid characters, including Terry Silver, Johnny, Kreese, and Chozen. A Mr. Miyagi prequel might consequently be inspired by the way Cobra Kai handled those characters' backstories. In essence, now that Cobra Kai is a thing, a Mr. Miyagi prequel would be even better. Moving on, let's talk about the latest happenings on Cobra Kai. Chozen has been introduced as a series regular, and although many claim he's the best fighter of the season, several factors point out that he may not be that at all. And if you want to know the reason, then keep watching for more. The controversy over who the best fighter on the show was further complicated by the fights in Cobra Kai Season 5. Chozen is regarded as the best martial artist in the series, and the way he behaved himself in front of Terry Silver and his job hopefuls undoubtedly contributed to that belief. Although Chozen has been portrayed on the show as a formidable opponent, there were enough instances in Season 5 to raise questions about the claim that he is the best Cobra Kai fighter. After Cobra Kai Season 5, the show has many contenders for the honor. Mike Barnes faced Chozen in one of the more unexpected battles of the season, and he appeared more than capable of competing against the antagonist from the Karate Kid Part 2. Although there was not enough time for a clear victor to emerge, it is worth considering whether Chozen and Mike Barnes are genuine equals, given how they engaged in combat. Barnes winning a national karate tournament as a youngster and being hailed as a martial arts prodigy in the Karate Kid Part 3 would lend credence to the possibility that he is on Chozen's level or even higher. Based on what we saw last season, Daniel and Johnny might just be as good as Chozen. There was solid reason to believe that Chozen is a greater martial artist than Johnny and Daniel before the start of the current season. Daniel was, after all, easily defeated by Chozen in Season 3. Additionally, it made sense that Chozen would defeat Johnny, given that Cobra Kai Season 4 demonstrated the parity between Daniel and Johnny. However, the distance between Chozen and the other two characters is now much less clear. Daniel bounced back to defeat the villain in the conclusion a few episodes after embarrassingly losing to Silver. Even though it might be claimed that Silver's previous bout with Chozen had damaged him, Daniel's performance in the match was strong enough to make him a contender for Cobra Kai's top fighter. The same is true of Johnny, who revealed a different aspect of himself during the fierce altercation in Terry Silver's home. Nobody could match the brutality Johnny was able to inflict on Chozen's finest henchmen. And one more thing, just because Terry Silver kept winning lately doesn't mean that he's the strongest fighter in Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai Season 5 undoubtedly complicated the discussion surrounding the greatest fighter, but it also permanently eliminated at least one contender. When Terry Silver defeated Johnny in a Season 4 episode, he made a compelling case for himself as the best martial artist on the show. In fact, there was some debate as to whether Chozen would be able to compete with him if they engaged in combat. However, what transpired in the Cobra Kai Season 5 finale not only dispelled any lingering questions over Chozen's superiority against Silver, but also proved that Daniel is capable of defeating Silver as well. Speaking of Season 6, many of you might be wondering when the beloved series will be renewed, and so far, here's what we got. Cobra Kai has not yet received the 6th season on Netflix, and in contrast to previous seasons, we were constantly aware that they would be back. Over the years, the show's creators have often said that they had intended for the series to last at least 6 seasons. Hayden Schlossberg recently discussed the potential of a 6th season with Deadline and stated, "We have an end in mind. How many seasons it takes to get there, we don't know. We're enjoying making it so much. If it gets tiring to us, we'll stop before that. We have a few more seasons already planned out. So at least we're somewhat assured that it'll return for a 6th season, and it's just a matter of when." With that, we're wrapping up today's episode about Cobra Kai. So what do you feel about this new Karate Kid movie? Or do you think Ralph Macchio's idea is better? Let us know in the comment section below. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. See you next time, and thanks for watching.